We're not even a whole week into October and already having hands-on by far the best games released in the past 6 months. I mean, occasionally. Every month's a good month though, but the last few ones are really big when it comes to releases. That's it. Here's 20 newly released games you can pick up right now for your Android and iOS devices as well. Okay, NetEase Games just revealed an all-new trailer for their latest game, too, Once Human, which is now also out on a closed beta and will launch fully around winter this year. Not just that, the game is now coming to PCs in addition to mobiles with crossplay support too. And for those of you who missed it, this game is actually one of the top 3 biggest mobile survival horror shooters on the horizon and also of all time in scale. You can try it now on TapTap. It's about 15 gigabytes in total. Coming up behind that, we have Immortal Kingdoms M, still in the works for the global English version, and the word that it's coming out by the end of the month. If you missed it, Immortal Kingdoms Playpark is a MMORPG hack and slasher, first work of its developers, and one of the biggest mobile open world RPGs of 2023. Obviously, it's an online game, whole thing's about 2 gigabytes in total, and this is legit in-game footage. With a 4.9 out of 5 and over 100,000 downloads at number 3, we have a survival strategy mobile exclusive over here going by the name Survival Tactics, which is a single-player top-down zombie shooter RPG that has been getting a lot of negative reviews because it could be more innovative. I mean, I do agree with that, but if you ask me, the game offers really a lot. It's a fine game, bug-free, and except for the graphics, the game has a world of content to keep you busy. Even a legit story. It's an online and takes you down about 700 megabytes in total. If you like a little bit of an alternative to your Subway surf, we've got over here Running Pets. Now on the Play Store, a game downloaded over 1 million times since last week and rated 4.4 out of 5. This game is actually from the same developers of the famous Runner Heroes, downloaded over 10 million times. The difference between these games, however, with this one in particular, is that this has a rather more enjoyable pace to it, but it does get repetitive after a few days. The whole thing's about 100 megabytes in total, and this is how it looks. Ricochet Squad, on the other hand, has been around for almost a year now, but taken down numerously after millions of downloads. However, it's here now. The game is sitting on the Play Store since a few days ago with 1,000 downloads only. Just a few people know about it. That's basically the reason. It's a top-down 3 versus 3 hero shooter, in case you didn't know, with tactical battles and obstacle-based maneuvers. Check it out just in case you missed it. With almost 50,000 downloads on the Play Store alone, and number 6 have a dinosaur games for kids. I mean, the game is basically called Dinosaur Gar 3. It's an action platform style strategy management where you drive a train and along the way save dinosaurs on different obstacles. It's coming from a very big mobile developers. It's packed with support. It's a big game scale. It's about 100 megabytes in total, playable offline. This is how it looks. With just 10 downloads, not 10,000. Number 7, we have Horizon Driving Sim. It's a racing, almost realistic sim with a bunch of different tracks and vehicles to choose and have fun with. This one, online game in nature, been around for 2 days, takes you down about 300 megabytes totally, and this is really in-game footage. I don't know why this game is so underrated. Infinity Arcana is a action roguelike with a fantasy adventure theme to it. This game has, I haven't played it myself, but I've read about it. It has randomly generated maps and monsters, a few interesting mods with random character skills that you can build more than 100 different styles with. So it's got a campaign, got a decent story on top. By far, the game's downloaded almost 1,000 times because it's globally unavailable, but it's in English and works just fine with a VPN. So give it a shot. Coming from the same developers of Night of the Full Moon, a really famous card game. We've got over here from a few days ago, War of the Giant. This is the action strategy fantasy, has over 10,000 registered daily players so far, global servers, trading system, legit visuals, and quite a bit of missions to do every day. If you like a new strategy game, I would recommend you give this one a shot. Whole thing's about 1 GB in total, and of course playable online. If you like tap and collect games, we've got over here an idle style tycoon zombie mining game for a week now, downloaded over 100,000 times too, going by the name Idle Zombie Miner, which is whether if you're a fan of idle building games like collecting a lot of warts, mining, just or building your own empire, this one has it all. It's a 4.7 rated out of 5 game on the Play Store. It's of course online. Whole thing's about 500 megabytes in total, and it's getting almost an update every day. Coming up behind that, we've got actually over here a paid game going by the name 9 Nights, which is the action-adventure Prince of Persia style, if you could say, inspired by the Ninja Ryuko mobile games, albeit it's from a new developer in town, and it's not free, but it's offline. The whole thing's about 600 megabytes in total, it's roughly 8 hours of gameplay, has a sweet story, bug-free, however, it could be optimized graphically. I mean, for the $5 price it's asking. Moving on, we have a zombie survival third-person shooter 2 that's aiming very big over here, called simply just Zombie Survival. It's a pretty underrated game, not even reached 100 downloads, but it's a new developer's work and sometimes these things happen. This is an online game, 600 megabytes in total, free with in-app purchases. The game is basically one stage and you stand against waves of undead and you do it again and again until there's none left. Good graphics, needs more content. Moving on, we have a action strategy shooter downloaded over 5,000 times since yesterday as its developer's first work too. Something here going by the name Wasteland Battle Chase. This is an indie game coming from a sole developer, so far delivering one of the top quality bug-free games I've come across recently, on top of a really addicting formula. You finish waves, gather stuff, upgrade, and in between, watch ads for extra goods. The whole thing's about 100 megabytes in total, and for you all the way. Number 14, Cantina Royale.
the